Let's get ready to story!
Here. Right there. As a mystery reader, I don't have a specific story. My story is more about performance art and friendship. And I do question the appropriateness of this particular venue, but I'm going to go for it, so please support me as best you can. So, so the second is in Washington, D.C. And it was a job that I worked at, and I was a content editor, and it was fairly new, and I worked with news and documentaries, and a friend of mine was the arts editor. And, now a friend, at the time I didn't know really well, but she was kind of quirky and fun, and I like arts, and I thought, this person would be my friend. This is the kind of thing where you meet somebody, I want to be friends with this person. So I was trying to think of something we could do, and I had found out about this bar that I'd been to once that just opened in D.C. It was called the Palace of Wonders. And if you've ever been to any bar in D.C., they're pretty staid and boring. People will quibble over that. But the Palace of Wonders was a bit of Baltimore in D.C. It was this crazy, it was when burlesque was sort of coming back. It had this sort of P.T. Barnum, American Dime Museum kind of feel, this kind of quirky faux ephemera, like the Fiji Mermaid, crazy stuff. They had magicians, sword swallowers, light burlesque, Trixie Little and the Evil Hate Monkey were often headlining. It was a great show. This particular program that was coming, there were New York burlesque performers coming to D.C. And it was billed as it's shocking, it's illegal in D.C. And so it sounded so ridiculous that I told this friend, I've been there once before, it's fantastic. It's unlike anything else. Let's go. She's like, this is great. So, since I'd been there once before, I knew that the venue, the stage was really tiny. It was really not like this, with the stage right on top of you, and then the second floor, and it tended to get very packed. So I said, well, we gotta go early. We'll get front row seats, and we'll enjoy the show. She's like, great. So, we get there early, we get our drinks, we're right in front row, and we're waiting for these to perform, and some guys who were teasing us, who come up from New York, he's like, this is gonna be you. We're like, yeah. He was talking about his vast eBay empire or something like that. He's selling on eBay. And he's just teasing us. This really big show's gonna shock you. We're like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's great. And so the lights dim, and the first act that comes out, her name is Julie Atlas Muse, and I later find out that she's renowned for blowing gigantic bubbles and then dancing inside the bubble. But this evening, Julie came out, and it was this time of year when this performance happened, so she came out, the place was completely packed, as I think I mentioned before. And so right in front, Julie comes out in these Tim Burton-esque kind of outfits, striped black and white stockings. Her hair is platinum blonde, it's this super tight ponytail on the top of her head, really long, and a short dress. And Judas Priest, Breaking the Law is the first song. And so she has these huge boots, thigh-high boots, and she stops right in front of us, right in front of the stage, and she tips her hips forward, and she rips off everything she's wearing, and she begins to lip sync to Breaking the Law. Not with her mouth. Dressed drive there. So I get in the car and I'm like, I don't even know what to, I'm just driving. And my phone rings and it's her. And I put her on speakerphone. She's like, yeah, I'm on the phone with Dave, who's her fiance now husband. She's like, I can't remember the song, the first act. What was she? I guess singing? I don't know. Oh, the first song was. I don't remember. I can't. What song it was. So days pass. Monday we go to work. We're in cubes next to each other, like, hey, Dan, hey, how you doing? What's that song? I don't know. So it's like, we were so close to this woman. I saw her ovulate. I mean, that's on the stage. Was that scarring? So Wednesday of the following week, where we were like typing away at our desks, where I hear my friend, now a good friend,